Hey, it's me, Jeremy John with KokaneeKid Fishing, where tackle and information come together to get you guys in the game. Hey, sorry we are a little bit late on getting your guys' weekend report out, but I have been at Odell. So I left Monday. I was up there, fished Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wanted to give you guys a report on that, and then we also wanted to talk about Detroit. So last week I said the two lakes I would fish would be Odell and Detroit, and what's that? Some great advice. Still, they're fishing fantastic. So getting tons of pictures from Detroit, from friends, and one of my buddies, Corey Smith, got an 18-incher, and it's on a measuring tape. I'm going to show you guys a picture of that. So you got that right outside of the blowout arm. So blowout area, it looks like the hot spot to fish. Everybody's been limited out. They look like they're absolute monsters. And I actually pulled my boat from Odell to go down to Detroit. And part of the reason is those fish are they look like they're still fantastic. The eggs are getting pretty big at Detroit. So my buddy Alan sent me a picture because I wanted to know how close they were getting to the spawn. The egg sacs are they're really big. So you probably got some time, but I wanted to get down there before they started getting close to the spawn. So I am planning on fishing that probably during the week because this weekend looks hot. The wind does not look bad all the way through next Friday, but the heat this weekend is going to be pretty bad. So I'm going to stay home this weekend, stay in the AC, hang out in my backyard, and then probably during the week, I might do some day trips up there. I might actually go up to my camp spot and fish it, but the fishing up there has just been unbelievable. So if you get an opportunity on the west side, you want to go somewhere and catch some really nice sized kokanee. I've heard of some 17s. Quite a few 16s, 15s, and boy, are they fat. Go to Detroit. It's going to be busy probably this weekend with all the recreational boaters, but during the week, maybe sneak away from work. Don't tell your boss I said that. And go get you some kokanee up there. You can keep 10 per person, so still a great opportunity to get up there and go catch some fish, and I'm planning on doing it this week. I will post probably a report. You guys will probably see some pictures on my Facebook page when I get up there. I'm going to take my dad and maybe my sister up to Detroit, and maybe my nephew Nilo. He's been wanting to go. He's got a girlfriend right now, so he's been a little bit busy, and he got a job. But he's been giving me a bad time about going out and fishing. So you guys will see some pictures. I will give you some more intel, what depth they're at. It looks like they're still hanging, in that 50 to 60 foot mark. Water temperature is getting pretty warm up at Detroit, but they might, in the next couple weeks, they might start dropping. Last year they dropped really deep. They were in the 90 to like 110. They haven't done that yet, but it's probably going to happen here pretty soon. So let's talk about Odell, since that's where I spent most of my time last couple days, and give you guys some intel. So the fishing is it's a little bit difficult, but if you know what you're doing and you work through your gear, you can have a really, really good day on the water. So on Wednesday, the wife and I went out, had a fantastic early morning bite. So that early morning bite's still money up there. From probably about 5:30 to about 7 o'clock on Wednesday. It lasted a little bit longer because of the cloud cover. We actually had some cloud cover and got a little bit of, we got some rain. I couldn't believe that. There was some thunderstorms. I think they were a little bit further east than where we were at, but we did get a little bit of rain. It actually felt pretty good. It was getting pretty hot up there, so it wasn't the end of the world, but we did get some rain. But that little bit of cloud cover we had kept that bite longer on Tuesday than it did, or on Wednesday than it did on Tuesday or Thursday. And you're going to get a little bit of cloud cover on Monday up at the lake up there, and they're talking possibly some thunderstorms on Monday. So just if they happen, just make sure you get off the lake. You don't want to be on a lake with lightning going on. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with a little bit of cloud cover, you're probably going to get a little bit of a longer early morning bite, which was fantastic. then once that sun hits the water, you're going to have to work through your stuff. So yesterday, I had a pretty good bite with that Jolly Green Giant late in the afternoon. I was a little bit surprised. Normally green works good up at Odell if you get an algae bloom, and it doesn't look like we're going to get an algae bloom up at Odell again this year. So the last 2 years, no algae bloom. Normally the algae bloom is second to third week of July. If we don't get one, then you're just not going to get one by then. So no algae. Water is super clear. I can see, I normally like traveling the shoreline when I go back to Odell Lake Resort, and I can see in 30, 40 feet of water when I'm in the shallows with the jet boat. So the water's super clean. There are some areas of some stuff on the water. It looks like pollen, maybe some stuff from the trees. Check that area out. So Thursday, when I was driving down to the West Bay, because that's where I fished on Tuesday and Wednesday, I noticed there was a whole bunch of fish jumping in this slick line. I called it an oil slick, but it's not actual oil. It's pollen and some other stuff. There was just a ton of fish jumping over there. So I stopped my boat way before the West Bay and fished that north side a little bit. And boy, did I have a good bite. Man, just one after another. I will say I did catch more next year's fish in that area than you will in the West Bay. Most of the fish you catch in the West Bay are going to be really big. But for, you know, out of every 5 fish that I caught, maybe 1 to 2 were next year's fish, and the rest of them were absolute monsters. So that's just if you're fishing anywhere out in the main lake or maybe towards the middle, you're going to see some next year's fish that are hanging out. You can see them on your marks on your screen too, that they look smaller, but they're still pretty nice. I did throw a few back. So the fishing's good up there. You're just going to have to work through your gear. Make sure you're getting up early. I was leaving the docks at 5. The one other thing that we got going on is you have an absolute fantastic moon phase. So there's hardly any moon going out right now. We're going to be going into a new moon. Hey, Izzy, keep it down, you little weasel. So puppies bother me. So we got a good moon phase. So good moon phase. It's going to be hot this weekend, but starting next week, it's supposed to cool down. And the fish are nice. So lots of 12 to 14s. And then you're going to catch a few in that 15 to 16 inch range. I got one that was 16. I got a few of them in the 15, but boy, are they fat. And you might not be catching the numbers that we normally catch up there, but when you fillet them out, you're going to get a lot of meat out of them. So Odell is definitely a great place to check out. So if it was me, again, this weekend, coming up, if you're on the west side, check out Detroit. And if you're on the east side, I'd definitely go to Odell and fish that. So good luck. Hopefully everybody stays safe. Make sure you stay hydrated while you're out there. The winning lures up there, the pink purple work fantastic. The pink twisted hoochies, the pink and silver supers, and the orange and gold supers were my top lures that I used up there that weekend. And then I did have a pretty good afternoon bite on that new Jolly Green Giant that I do not know. It's probably not going to get released till trade shows next year. So the people that have them, you know who you are. You can thank me later. So the rest of you guys are going to have to wait till trade shows. But it's a really good lure, all glow. And normally I do not like green up at Odell unless we get an algae bloom. But for whatever reason, they were hitting it. I had a pretty good afternoon bite yesterday on that Jolly Green Giant. So hopefully the information helps out. And we'll see you guys next weekend. Look out for some updates on Detroit, because I am planning on fishing it and fishing it often. So we'll talk to you guys later. Stay safe. All right, bye.